Oh yeah, and why does the KKK burn crosses? Thought you guys were Christian. This is another video for black people. The Sphinx, the nose, it's like broken off. That's because it had a black nose, like the features of a black person's nose. And because we stole Egypt and all of their technology, we had to break the nose off. It's what we do best, whitewashing. Some other things that come to my mind, other than batteries and electricity being stolen from the Egyptians, Jesus was sold for 30 pieces of silver. That was also, coincidentally, the most amount of money a black slave could be traded for back in Roman times. Have you ever wondered how Jesus or a Jew or some Hebrew person walked into a town and everyone knew right away that they were Jewish? How do you know someone's religion? Just by looking at, because they're black people. It's that simple. Have a mind, grow a brain. Dude, Kanye was right. Crucifixion itself was a torture method reserved for the slave class, black people in Rome. You think they were doing that to white people? Oh, did you know all the gladiators were black too? Oh, Spartacus. It wasn't a white dude. All those black names in the Bible. Zechariah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Enoch, Isaiah. We can do this a long time. We really can. It's the entire Bible. It's a black history book. It's a black history book.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I to begin by giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopefully elect. All right, so you see the video, and it's clear that again prophecy is unfolding, right? People are beginning to, or this knowledge, this truth, cannot be contained. Everybody is waking up to it. Everybody is hearing about it, at least, right? Nobody can really say they've never heard the truth, right? Maybe they have neglected it or ignored it, but the truth is going out, right? And this person right here could be a Jake, who knows, because a true Edomite is not going to agree with the truth because there's no light in them, right? It's not going to happen there. And let's grab this. They are, the sons of perdition, man. They are, those devils, to be blunt. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." And that man of sin is Esau Edom, man. That they've done nothing but deceive, lie, and just be, steal, kill, that's all they do. Because that's in their nature. That's what they were made for, right? Going back to their forefather Esau, right? When Isaac blessed him, he gave him what? The fatness of the earth. He blessed him with a sword. And that's all they've done is, conquer, right? Which is what they were created to do. But ultimately, getting back to the purpose of this video, they can't hide the truth. They can't keep the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh from getting out, man. So this is Matthew 24 and just straight to the point, verse 14. It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come," man. So the word of Yahweh Shai, the scriptures, the knowledge, truth, is being preached out throughout all the world. You got brothers everywhere, right? Mainly, of course, here in America, but you got brothers over in Europe, in the UK. You got brothers in the Caribbean islands. There's in the Virgin Islands. There's brothers everywhere, right? And now that we have technology, right? Although Esau may have created it, ultimately, who gave him the idea, right? But the scriptures say you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. So, yeah, through the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we have been able to use, Esau's technology to spread the truth throughout all four corners of the earth, man. Because we know that's ultimately what has to happen. That's one of the steps, one of the prophecies, right? He has to be preached throughout all the earth. All right. So on that note, let's go to Revelation 7:1, right? Because it's a destroying wind coming, right? And let's grab the destroying wind is being held back for a time. All right. This is Jeremiah 51:1, right? And it says, you see the title, Babylon Judge for Sins Against Israel. And where are we in right now? Where's America? Babylon. Right? It says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up. I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind, right? And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about, man. So Babylon, aka America, it's gonna be destroyed, man. It's gonna be a wasteland, right? But Yahweh Shem outside he's holding back that destroying wind for an appointed time, which leads to Revelation 7:1. Right? It says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads, man. Right? So he's waiting until, the elect is completely sealed, which it cannot be much longer, from the way that prophecies are unfolding. And I'll continue on, right? Verse 4, it says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel, man. So this right here, it's a clear cut to any other doctrine that there may be out there that anybody but Israel is going to be in rulership in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because the elect is, like it said, 144,000 of all the tribes of Israel, right? And it goes on to list all the tribes: Judah, Reuben, Gad, Asher, right? So on and so forth, right? And and this isn't meant to be a Revelation 7 breakdown, but skipping down to verse 9, right? It says, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, right? And that's a part of that 1/3, right? It says, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. and cry with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. Right? So when people read verse 9, they say, well, see, it says all nations and all kindreds and all types of people, but what does this really mean? What happened to Israel? What were we? We were scattered upon the four corners of the earth. We were everywhere. We were inside of every nation, right? We look like every nation. We're inside. Let me see. This is one example. This is Jeremiah 12:9, right? It says, Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come devour. We are a speckled bird. You know, we look like everybody, right? We're everywhere. Because what did he do? And I mean, it's gonna be a couple. I'm gonna say it a couple times. Let's see. Let me read this one right here. This is Psalms 44:11. It says, Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. We're Israel is everywhere, you know, which is why you can't judge according to the appearance, right? You have to try the spirit, which is why, like I said at the beginning of this lesson, that whoever that was could be a Jake. You know, we don't know. You know, there's signs, because again, a true Edomite there's no way that they could admit that, you know, the true people of the Bible, the true people of the scriptures are your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know. Let's read this one. This is Jeremiah 50:17. It says, Israel is as a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria hath devoured him, and last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, has broken his bones. Why? Because we've been in every captivity: the Assyrian captivity, Babylonian captivity, the Greek captivity, Roman captivity, and many others. I can't, I'm drawing a blank, right? But we've been scattered, which is why when Yahushua came, it said, because you see over and over, it says we're as lost sheep, right? What did Yahushua say when he came? It's the book of Matthew, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Matthew 15:24. He says, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So he knew, he knew what he came to do. He came to gather us back up, right? This is the book of Isaiah. Which one do I want to read? (45 and 4), right? It says, for Jacob my servant's sake, right, in Israel mine elect, right? It's all about Israel at the end of the day, But again, going back to the purpose of this video, I know it kind of got off track, but you can't hide the truth. It's going out. Right? It's going out all throughout the earth, man. And we'll close it with this one. This is Daniel 12 and 4. It says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. And this is the time that we're in now. We're in the end times, right? It says, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So it's you can't act like you haven't been exposed to it, because everybody has. It's either you take heed to it or you don't. whether they hear it for a bear. Right, but you can't, this truth is going out, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So with that being said, we're going to end this by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopefully elect.